Hello. Sorry, I do apologize. Oh, yeah, this is the problem. It's not. I've been redacted. And my slippers. I'm barefoot. I'm not wearing those bad boys. Hello. Wait, hold on. We're in the wrong mode. But hello, I have been redacted. Mostly because look how grainy my face is without that light on. But I've got the window open because it's absolutely melting in here. I don't know how long we're streaming for today. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I have to have both windows going because I've got both printers going. I've also got the resin printers going on downstairs, but we need to do a VAT swap, FEP swap. So I will be recording that at some point today, and I will be using... No. Not that one. I will be using... this camera? Yeah, I got some paperwork down there. No idea what that is. Yes. But how are we doing today? Happy... Let us say happy Monday to each and every one of us. Hello. How are we? I've had a haircut. Alright. When Dave comes in... Thank you very much. Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, we do have a FEP sheet to swap. I was pondering on doing it yesterday, but I decided not to. And then I was looking at the FEP sheet on the printer that I was spinning up today, and I realized... Well, I don't know. It looked like a pinhole of some... Like, it looked like a weakness. So I thought, you know what? Better be safe than sorry. Let's swap the FEP sheet off. And also, we can record it. For the lovely... We'll potentially be able to record it and turn it into an actual video. Flippin' Nora, I'm absolutely melting. What's up, Chad? How's it going, dude? What up, dude? Yeah, well, hey, listen, I have a haircut roughly every 6 to 8 weeks. All right? 6 to 8 weeks is more than enough. I'm not one of those people who need constantly, like, manicured, coiffured hair. But I mean, if that's all that's holding me back from Twitch greatness, then I'll have a haircut every day almost. But, you know, we're a long way off from being to that point. No, he just put the price up. He just put the price up to £17, which is good. Well, where I used to live, it was a tenner. Then they put it up to £14, I think. £13, £14. And then moved here. And it's a slightly larger town, so it was 16 quid. He's put it up £1. So I'm happy. And he's a nice chap, so, you know. How about yourself? Do you do your own hair? There was a time when I used to do my own hair, or get a girlfriend to do it with a, you know, with a set of shears, not shears, trimming things. But yeah, anyway, so we got. Well, I'll do all the chat when we get to it, but we got the rubber gloves, the night trial. I got the window in front of me open for once. See, this is why I was looking forward to getting a new camera instead of having to sort out various other things which decided to just fail in my life, technology-wise. I was really looking forward to getting a new camera because then I could look slightly snazzier. I used to be very much... Hold on, why is... I used to be very much like you, when business was good, I splashed out on 32 pre-lockdown and I felt $1 million. Oh, 32. I think I have had one expensive haircut in my life, and that was just out of desperation. Utter desperation. I completely understand wanting to, you know, 32 quid. You felt like $1,000,000? Hey, that's worth it then, in my opinion. Worth it. You feel like $1,000,000. But when I was working for Lion King, curse their name thricefold, one time I thought, I don't quite understand why. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But I walked into Tony and Guy, of all places, I don't know why, said I need a haircut. And the woman in there, or many women in there, got a bit of a weird look. Yeah, that was an expensive thing. But basically something the barber could have done for 15 quid. And when I go to the barber, I don't like a buzz cut. I used to, but those days are gone. I like a bit of you know, hair. When I moved here, I had issues finding it's always a nightmare, isn't it? Move to a new place, you got to find a new barber that you sort of get along with, and actually does a good job, and is also not a criminal. Imagine that in this day and age. Imagine that. And that's as far as we're going into politics today. Although it's not really politics. Well, politics and crime. Anyway. One guy kept stroking my... What? Hey, Mort, how's it going? Happy Monday to you. I hope you're well. What's up, Ragnar? I had a haircut. I told everyone I was having a haircut. Because, like, certain people kept saying, oh, get a haircut. And I said, listen here, sunshine. I'm having a haircut next Monday. Keep your underwear on. It's going to happen. It is Monday. Haircut has been had. Well, I told everyone, but I wasn't specifically talking to you, Ragnar, when I had this... it wasn't an altercation. I'm being far too dramatic. When I told the person that I was having a haircut, I was also saying it to everyone in chat. So there you go. Chad, I'm still waiting on this beard stroking stuff. Like, when he was cutting your hair or before the haircut? Or was he angling to be like, yo, let me be all I can be. Let me style your beard. I reckon that's what it was. I hope you all had a great weekend though, folks. I have a splitting headache. Or the beginnings of one. I don't know how long stream will be today. But I will tell you what I've been up to. Printing. We have a completed smokehouse. Well, I've got to put one door in. The hinge needs hinging. But I've started printing some. Well, I've actually started printing two other things. On the resin printer downstairs, I'm hoping it's not going to be a failure. But I started printing that little chapel, the stone one. Just the stone walls. Because the other two printers, I've got brand new FEP sheets on. I'm hoping I've not made a cock up. I guess once stream finishes, I'll have a look and go, ooh, or ooh, yes. We'll see. What's up, Avian? How you doing, dude? Happy Monday. I just sat and watched the second set of ads when I planned on resubbing anyway. You legend. I appreciate you watching the ads. That means I get 0.07 pence or something. I don't actually know what it is. I don't know if there's a specific amount, but if I could turn ads off on this channel, I absolutely would. But I can't. However, like I know I'm banging on about streaming. If I had like tens of thousands of viewers, that would be a different situation. I might be like, yo. Actually, we're gonna I know in the good old days, like, ad revenue used to be a lot greater, but then advertising took a nosedive on Twitch, where they're really pumping up the amount of adverts they make people watch and not paying people as much, streamers as much for those ads. But so kind of like it really damages a channel this size, whereas, like, you know, bigger channels, Now let me catch up. You can support the stream by using your Amazon Prime sub, yes. Enough for a haircut? I don't know. Not enough for a haircut, Ragnar. What's up, Lucian? Hello, Doken. Hadouken? I do want that entire penny. But we're going to have to wait. Everyone's going to have to watch at least 20 adverts, probably, for me to get that 1 penny. And I do hashtag appreciate it. If you had tens of thousands of viewers and didn't run ads, you could actually cost Twitch a lot of money. Well, you can't turn ads off at all on Twitch. You can reduce the amount of ads on that you have everyone sit through. I have them going, I think it's once an hour. Let's get them over and done with. And basically so that when people come in, they aren't raiders specifically. They don't sit through 5 adverts or something horrific. Advertising took a nosedive. Yeah, it really did. It could be YouTube. Yeah, that's true. But I do like YouTube. Hence all the ad spam everywhere. It's horrific. It's horrific, Ragnar. I mean, I watched a couple of YouTube videos on... well, I watched Asmongold's, like, when he brought up his advertising revenue before the change and afterwards, like... Flipping Nora. That is a lot of money off advertising. Oi. So we have a couple of things to do, and then we got an FEP sheet to change. Or I think I will watch YouTube to see what is coming out at the movies. Then they slap an ad on my ads. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've noticed YouTube's been absolutely horrific recently with adverts. Twitch will run ads, exactly. So it's best I get them done when I want, i.e. once an hour. And the kicks, yeah, unfortunately, I utterly despise TikTok. I think it's an absolute cancer on society. So it's only just below. I mean, it's a bit below, you know, everywhere else, but, you know, definitely below. And Kick as well. I don't know. I think I have a Kick account technically, but I only dual stream to YouTube at the moment, so we'll see. Brave. I use Firefox. Trust me. Trust me, bro. I don't know. I might look at Brave. I know people use it. I've heard of it. TikTok is better than Disney. TikTok is the Disney of social media. How about that? How about that, Lucian? That's how much I think of Disney. Fucking shite. Right. So I got to open up a browser. Old Firefox. We have to have a look at some articles which I haven't looked at. Oi. When YouTube did the whole you can't run an ad blocker or we won't play your video, you went to Brave and haven't looked back. Problem is, I mean, how do they cope with... How are they with, like, many tabs open at the same time? That's my question. Guess I won't watch the video then. Yeah. Like, some people, I will watch... I'll have the video on, and the advert will play regardless. Like... There are some YouTubers out there or channels that I will watch and I will support them with the adverts, and you know that's fine. Because if it's not at least 100, that exactly, Lucian. I mean, honestly, this computer, I don't. How many tabs have we got open? What does it say? Is there a tab counter? Last time I closed this window, it said, do you want to reopen 187 tabs? So, Chrome slows my PC. Chrome used to, and then Firefox took over the gauntlet of being the fattest thing in the world. I said, fuck yeah, open those 187 tabs. Do it now. Yeah, Firefox actually got fatter than Chrome. And that was actually with Firefox not running nearly as many tabs as well. So unless and that was within the last year. So if Firefox improved their game, then yeah, sure. Firefox and uBlock. I do have Firefox. I run. What is this one? Oh, that's AdBlocker Ultimate. Ultimate. I reformatted my PC to upgrade to Windows 11. I swear to God, the English gentleman. Firefox equals the best Fox. And other noises as well. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. Hope you're well. Yeah, I was really miffed with the Windows 11 situation. This computer, which I've still not thrown away, because I keep thinking my old stream PC, this box right here, which is hidden in the darkness like Batman, was a Windows 10 bad boy. And there were a few things I wanted to change on my streaming PC. For example, I wanted to upgrade this camera, which we've still not done, because, like, things keep fucking up, excuse my language, and money had to go elsewhere, like, several times in a row, so we never got the upgraded camera that I was wanting to save up for. Sad times. Cue up the smallest violin in the world, etc., etc. Groovy. But where was I? I'm lost. Oh yeah. So I needed it was like I needed to install Windows 11 to get like a few of these things I wanted to change working well. And then it just turned out I couldn't, and then the computer died anyway. So anyway, Windows 11 annoyed me right back to Windows 10. It uses WaterFox? Wait, what? Never heard of it. I had to update from Legacy BIOS. Yeah, exactly, Chad. I love it when people subscribe to this channel. Right, that's about as you know, as whatever the word is as I can get for the moment. I'm not worried about ads as long as they don't take forever. Yeah, as long as the adverts don't take forever, I'm not massively bothered. Like, as you say, like, being from the 80s generation, used to it being on TV. Yeah, absolutely fine. I believe, is it Amazon Prime? You still get adverts, but you have to get a Amazon Prime plus to get no adverts. That's the thing which pisses me off. And yes, I'm still subscribed to Amazon Prime. You hate ads? I don't blame you, Beamy. I'm literally just about to build a new PC and upgrading to Windows 11. I'm not looking forward to the experience. The thing. Yeah, Prime these days has ads. That is a major issue. I've never heard of WaterFox, no. No, I haven't. Next up, the Plus version will get... I know, it's a slippery slope. You got to get this $100 a month version to get no adverts. For now. You use Chrome, Firefox, and WaterFox all the time. I honestly, these days, like, I use Edge a fair amount. I still struggle calling it Edge. I'm surprised I remembered that time. It's still got, you know, the Windows Explorer, basically. I stopped allowing ads in my life when I stopped paying for my TV license. Yeah, the thing is, like, I rarely watch TV these days. Like, I'll watch, like, a murder mystery thing once in a while, but I just generally don't bother. Facebook now has the allow ads or buy a sub. Really? Bing. Yeah, once in a while I use Bing to keep things fresh. Edge is fine now. It's Chromium based without all the Chrome bloat. True. Yeah, I mean, I honestly like Edge. You know, I can keep all my smut on that browser and make sure that like when I'm streaming, I never have that browser open, so everything's fine. Don't accidentally, you know, stream Gundam stuff or something ridiculous like that. You don't own a TV? I own monitors, and that's it. I keep getting occasionally tempted by like a big sexy projector, just for films that I already own. So get on with the FEP change. No, what are we going to? I just got to get a lot of words out first. Last weekend, I did a fair amount of Battlefield 6. Next weekend coming up, or this weekend coming up, we'll also do some Battlefield 6. Same as Instagram. Yeah, Instagram's riddled with ads. Accidentally streamers OnlyFlans. Yeah, OnlyFlange. I did try and did I? I did look for that domain name. I thought, I'm sure there's no way OnlyFlange exists, and it's like for plumbers, not sexy plumbers. I mean, it could be for sexy plumbers. Only projector colors are so bad. Well, this is the problem. Yeah, I know. I would actually end up buying a stupidly expensive one, which I don't want to do. Yeah, only flange was taken. You install Blender? Ragnar, we're going to have a chat. Do I have Blender on this computer? Yes. I do need to get into that. Only flanges. Yeah, that's for multiple. Onlyflanges.com is also taken. You need to spend a ton of money to get a decent projector, and at that point, you might as well buy a good OLED. OLED? Sorry. I'm just... Sorry, we are going to get to stuff, I promise. I promise. We can change the camera, though, so you don't have to look at my big face. I have started printing something else, by the way. We're going to have to get Chitubox open as well. So, yeah, no, I remember when I was working for Disney, curse them... What's going on? Oh, okay, sorry, I was confused there. So I thought, well, I'm earning a decent salary. Should never have left, really. I was earning a decent salary. I have my own apartment, all that kind of stuff. I might as well get the TV of my dreams. Or something like that. I ended up buying a 46-inch... And I could have gone to... I could have gone to... I think 50 inches was the most at the time. Maybe it was 60. Anyway, it's too big for the room. So 46 was great. It was a Samsung LED thing. I was either like, do I get Panasonic Plasma Bad Boy? Or do I go with the Samsung sauciness? I went with the Samsung sauciness. I paid for Chitubox Plus. Well, I would like to pay for one or the other. I obviously can't afford both. Well, not obviously, but obviously. Chitubox or Lightsheet Plus. I can't make my mind up. I did download the recent update, though. We will have a look at it today, because we need to do some slicing on that as well. Right. Right. Let's do some things before we get sidetracked again. Screen share. What is... Something weird is going on. Anyway, what's up, Icarus? How's it going? Happy Monday to you. I hope you're well. We are... Why was I going here? There's a dragon. I'm absolutely melting today. Okay, so I started printing the... that's why I came here. The tavern. By accident. So this is the biggest of the first set of buildings from the first Kickstarter. I think someone made a comment saying it was 6 kilos of resin filament. So we have started printing this. I'm doing the this part of it first. So the Oast House is being printed right now, which is like the ground floor, the first floor. The roof is being printed on the X1C, along with the roof on the other side of the building. That roof there. Wait. That roof there. Yeah, that roof there. There's a lot to print. YouTube is down? No way. When I moved to this property, I used some of the house sale money and bought a 34-inch curved widescreen monitor. Yeah, I have one of those that I'm going to do my editing on, but I have the I think 28-inch flat screen monitor is ideal for, you know, 2K. So I reckon that's what I'll game on. I'll have the 34-inch for editing and stuff. You gonna be a bad viewer? No, it's all right, Avian. Have a good one, dude. So in fact, I've hold on. Any viewer is a good viewer. Are they though? Are they? So we're printing out this now on the... Is it this one? Yeah, so that's the printer right now. We've got... On the... We got the attic on the far left, over, or the far right over there. We've got... Okay. This is the den roof is the one printing like literally right here, below me. The Oast House roof, which is going to take the majority of the time, is this one right here. That's going to go all the way up. And then we've got a couple of doors, like, closest to you and a barrel or two. Oh, and a weather vane. There's a weather vane as well. So that's the X1C printer in action. I can't remember what I was going to say. Great, hold on. Oh, Avian, I am going to have a short stream. Don't you worry. I am absolutely going to have a short stream today. I'd already taken that into account. It's going to be an absolutely miserable week. So I thought you meant yourself. 3 hours is about what I was thinking. I got some Ribena and a lot of ice in here. Right. That's... Hold on. So, before we get to what the FEP change, what I printed out so far on one of... Well, on the print... I was also printing out other stuff over the weekend. Like a spool rewinder, which I will also show off at some point. Wrong camera. This one? So, we got the Oast House. Hello? And like the weird tunnely thing. So there's like the bridge. I'm printing out the veranda. There's a walkway up here which goes here. In here, we've got this is loose, so that's printable. There's this bad boy, which I need to plonk into in here. Then this bad boy goes on top of it. Like so. So this is the biggest... What is that filament? It's Elegoo dark chocolate. Brown. Your poor delivery person. I know. I had 14 rolls of filament dropped off last week. So that was 6 rolls of matte filament, this stuff, and 8 rolls of PETG. Wait, hold on, that's not 14, is that? Is that 12? No, that is 14. I can do maths. I was going to announce the Grand Badger giveaway. Was I? What was going to be the giveaway? I don't know. So, I am printing out this tavern. It's 60 centimeters by, or 68 by 45. Downstairs, I'm printing out the, I'm printing out the church, the chapel. Yeah, English gentlemen, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I am terrible at maths. I am so bad at maths, it's terrible. Thankfully, God created a calculator. I don't know if it was God, but someone created a calculator, and it was a great thing. So let's go and have a look at... Ooh, Australian infantry. 10 days left on that one. So I'm printing out this. Right now, this chapel is on one of the resin printers. I could have had it done on all 3 printers, because it's basically this building and then a roof as separate, and then this mega tree. I'm going to attempt some wire trees, by the way. That's on the agenda. So we're printing out the church downstairs. The 2 FEP sheets on the other 2 printers are both brand spanking new, and the build plate, like the first layer was just like almost an entire vat full of resin, like a entire plate full. So I thought, let's break it in slowly. So we're going to print out some of these walls on the other ones. I use my filament print. I use all my printers, except my resin printers. I'm literally taking to the trash in a couple of days. Some dental floss, like an old G-string chat. My dad actually knows someone who worked on the original. Really? Holy moly. That is mad. That is mad. Does the house come with people? No. It does not come with people. Now, Tabletop World, they do actually sell... I think if you go to their website, you can get these people, which I wouldn't mind getting, because they're kind of like, you know, casual people. They're just like casual people. So we're going to print out some walls, some gravestones on the other printers just to break them in. And then we will... Oh, hold on. What's that? Chaos Wastelands terrain. Is that Western Supermare? Yes. What's up, Lathius? What do you mean, where did I go? I'm here, baby. Where's the creator? Is there... Wait. Like, I think... They just... The Houses of Alt... But I know we looked at this on another day. But like, oh, so good. Nice. 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 The Temple of Chaos. I am thinking of basically we need scenery for taking pictures of our armies. So that is why, if you're wondering what I'm doing, it's mostly a blend of me needing to do more time and also background scenery. So we need to do something similar with 40k as well. But with that being said, let's do something. Metcalf models. By the way, folks, within the UK, within jolly old England, all right, let me ask you a question. Does anyone know where to get XPS foam? Like, that is fat. Like, several inches thick. Not like that. I'm talking like at least 2 inches. So trim and tidy. Oh, you want a haircut? Thank you. I read that as a banana each month, having a spectacular prize. Yeah, well, I have tried to do that at certain points, Chad. It unfortunately never worked out previously, so I gave up on doing it. Chaos Wastelands, just outside Grimsby. Never made it quite that far. DIY Juicens and Wicks. Because I know, like, the problem is, like, most of the stuff I keep seeing is, like, tin foil backed. It's, like, backed in tin foil. Like, whereas, like, in the US, it's just, like, the sexy foam on itself. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't want to be layering it up, really. And eBay. Yeah, you just got the foam. You luck, Ragnar. You could open up a successful import biz. Yo, we should go into business, right? You send it to me, and I can sell it to people here. Shit, Lucian, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They come with because I have a hot wire cutter. I don't want it's not going to cut through the tin foil or foil, whatever variety of foil it is. 2 inches, yeah. Like, the stuff I see mostly is, like, underlay, Ariba, etc. for, like, you know, flooring. 70 mil. That's 3 inches, right? It's just under. It's all right. That's doable. Where I pay a pallet and sell it piece. There, Ragnar, you're seriously, like, the hobby side of things is like there is a markup. I mean, look at Green Stuff World, for example. 50 mil. Yeah, 50 is what I would like. Right. Okay, let's get into it. Sexy gloves, if you're that way inclined. Tools! Hold on. Should I record this at the same time? Start recording. Screw it. I'm going to record it. We have got some tools. You got your gloves. Got your blue kitchen roll. The only thing now is the resin tank. I gotta put the gloves on in this weather. It's absolutely horrific. 100 is good, but it's very thick. 3D print shopping. I'm not going to record that. We do the free... Before we turn into a shopping stream, as apparently all we ever do, we're going to do some work. Baby. Yeah, there are other things. We've had scenery. We've got medical experiments. Cozy Space. Is that some cozy streamer channel? Cheers, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, so 6 mil, 10 mil, 20 and 30 mil. Yeah, we need more millimeters. We need to crank those numbers up, baby. I think I already found that website. I think I've already been there. Oh, okay. I'll give it another look later. So you whip the top off. Whoopsh. I might be making a like. I don't actually know if this needs changing, but when I was looking at it before stream, there was a like. Do you see? I might be being ridiculously paranoid, but that there is looking very divotatious. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice, even if this is good. I'm going to sacrifice this for the greater good. I will show you the magic. Well, I won't show you magic. I'm just going to... It's frankly a job I've been putting off for ages, and I thought, well, we might as well do it. So you have Allen tools, if you wish. Allen? Dirty. The boards I bought are just about an inch thick. Yeah, I think I'm wanting 2 inches because that matches up with the scenery I'm printing out. I'm going to actually use a tool and a variety of these bad boys. Hold on, I need my special rivet screw pots. And where's the big one gone? I don't know where the big bad boy's gone. Boards I bought are just in yeah. There it says 20 mil on the recipe. 1 inch is 25. Yes, I do know that, I promise. I have lived in America where they use that backward measurement. For some, I don't understand why. It is the most frustrating measurement. Sorry, I do love America, but you got this one wrong. My suggestion would be the 30 mil and stick. Well, the problem is, I'm not sure how well the hot wire cutter cuts through glue. I'd imagine it's okay, but I don't know. Am I magnetizing? Am I magnetizing? No, no. No. I would not trust magnets to save my life in this thing. The UK train board vids I've seen in the past, they stick together. Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's been a while since I've actually looked at any of those videos, so... Yeah, and I know, for some reason we don't chat. It's because we use other stuff. And like all these videos you see are like, you know, American videos. So maybe I'm just going to have to join the UK cohort. And be like, yo, this is what you actually need. It's several slices of sliced cheese. No. This is a resin vat. We're replacing the filament. Sorry, bloody hell. Replacing the thing. I wouldn't try cutting through glue with a hot wire. You never know what. Well, this is my issue with it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure something out. It's because we have health standards. What, when it coming to using inches? Yeah, true. That's why we use metric, because we have health standards. That's where my brain was. Yeah, we have health standards. That's why we use metric. And yes, it does make sense. Yeah, the FEP. Also, Roland, hello. Happy Monday to you. Reservoir, yeah. You know, hopefully people know what I mean. I rarely know what I mean at the best of times. You know what? For the longest time, I just completely avoided doing this. I would just buy a new vat. Because, like, the vats had these bad boys already built in. Pure laziness. Pure laziness. What it was. And then I thought, fuck it. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. And I did 2 yesterday in a row. Like back to back. Hot vat action. Remember to beat it like a drum. Listen here, Roland. Listen here. It's all right. I got my spectrum analyzer. Don't actually need it with these ones. He says. Desperately hoping he's correct. How you doing, Roland? What's cracking? Yeah. Okay, good enough for Disney? Fan Dabby Dozy. Yep. Alright. Get that bad boy out of the way. Now we've got about 1,000 screws to de-screw. What this is for? You know I've done 5 of these chains already? I don't know. No. I did not know. But I never bothered doing it before. I just bought a new vat. How come you've done 5 already? I do have the spectrum analyzer though. But honestly, like with this one, you just do it, and it just works. It's the crapple of the printing world. Can't believe I said that, but there we go. This does make me want to buy an electronic. Oh god, one of the I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that and going, oh god. It would make this an awful lot easier, that's for sure. And quicker, hopefully. But now we get to talk. Hello. How are we doing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, smash the subscribe button. Exclamation mark throne. And all the sorts of, you know, things that one can say in a stream, you know, like throne. First, I pierced when I set up the printer and tried to remove the peel. Oh god, yes. Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Listen, we gotta make money, right? This is we have to be able to live. And who wants to live forever? I don't know if we would go with... I've never played Raid Shadow Legends. I'm aware of vaguely what it is, and it's not the sort of game I would like. However, if EA want to sponsor me for Battlefield 6, then I will absolutely say yes to that. Second and third to do with the LCD, cracked screen. Oh god. Yeah. So the one of them I basically swapped out. Because I bought a spare vat because I thought I like the idea of having a spare vat ready to swap in an emergency. Like if I absolutely have to get something printed, I can slap in a new vat, and then like when I can swap out the FEP at my own What's it? What's it? Convenience? I think that's the word. That's the word I'm going to use anyway. Instructions unclear. You punch the subscribe button. Now I need a monitor. Shit. English gentlemen, I am frightfully sorry. I will have to be more eloquent in future. And I can only apologize. I wish I was able to buy you a new monitor. I'm not yet at that stage. However, with your continued smashing of the subscribe button, we will get there. EA James? Yeah, sure. Why not? You just adverts for it everywhere for a while back? Yeah, they really were. Did it die off completely? And honestly, like, on my phone, I know I have verbal diarrhea at the moment, honestly, because it's these screws are the only time when screwing is really quite unpleasant. Do you see those games where it's like you're a person and there's like a road and you're going left or right and there are like a horde of zombies and with a great big monster and you have to go wee, oh, I've got to shoot the barrels to get the gun. Yes, shoot that, get more people, and then woo, and then they get smashed by the big monster. Does that game actually exist? I don't think it does, right? Fifth was a recent failure and I just thought I'd gone past the life warning. Ah, I see. Well, I had that, and I thought, well, surely that's just Elegoo just being on the side of, you know, let's under guess the number of things before this thing prints, before it fails, just to be on the safe side. So I usually run it over a few more than that. And then I thought, okay, right, well, we've actually got to get our act together. They won't give you the full sponsorship. They keep some back, release it a year later, and charge you for the privilege. Wait, what? Full sponsorship? Wait, hold on. Those in tower defense games, shame, because I like a tower defense. Genuinely, I used to love a tower defense game when they were good and legit and honest and true and pure. But now, those days have gone. Ugh, skanky. Really skanky. Let's get rid of this bad boy. Into the bin it goes. The bin of dreams. Clean this off, because my god. Like some Hollywood actor. In theory, I don't think you need to change your FEP sheet unless you had a failure that can puncture it. Yeah, well, I think on this one, there was genuinely, like, I was probably a bit paranoid. I think there was... It looked like there was like the beginnings of a puncture, and I thought, you know what, we'll swap it out and be on the safe side. And also, I can show lovely people on the internet how I make disasters reality, and vice versa. I'm not using IPA because, frankly, I left it downstairs. My bad. Sorry. Only tower defense games in use map settings games for StarCraft 1 and 2. Oh god. Well, you're missing out. You're missing out. I can't remember the tower defense game I used to play. It wasn't one of these mobile games. Although I do play Vampire Survivors. It was so good when it landed on Steam, I thought, screw this, I'm going to get it on the phone as well. They really got me with that game. Microtransactions ruin mobile games. Yeah. I tell you the most irritating thing these days are bloody gambling adverts. Absolutely everywhere. Freaking disgusting. I'm not keen on gambling. Like, I know some people like it. I just kind of anti it. All right, good enough for Disney. What was the thing I threw away? I did, Latius, I did play Battlefield 6 beta. Yeah, I'm just taking these gloves off for the moment. My hands are sweating. It's disgusting. I did. Not as much as I wanted to, genuinely. I was really hoping to sink more hours into it, but I thought that, like, normally, the weekend, I don't normally kind of, I set aside, don't do any mini painting or anything like that. So I went to Games Workshop and bought a new miniature, obviously. We did get Captain Centos. Right here. I also bought a book, Silent Dubrifirkin, Silent King. That was in the store as well. So I thought, oh, people have been chatting about that. I better pick it up. So yeah, there's another one this coming weekend. It's another one coming this weekend. Maybe we should, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I did get Battlefield 3/4 vibes. I hate using that word. If you know me, I hate many things. I did get those vibes. I did think, like, the shotgun was ridiculous, and the LMG was very, like, I was standing relatively close to people and basically unloading all over their chest with the LMG, and they didn't seem to go down, and then they just shot me with a shotgun, and that was it. Like, what? I just gave you about 70 rounds to the torso, and you're still standing. What the hell? There definitely seemed to be a bit of a balance issue there. I did actually roll around with a shotgun on like yesterday evening. I thought, oh, this is actually fun, but also disgusting. I only have a few complaints, but generally I feel exactly what I think about a good Battlefield game should be. So not Battlefield 2042. Or, I don't know, Battlefield 5 was okay. It wasn't great. Captain Center Parks, yes. My local store had sold out. I had to go to Winchester. That's why I thought I better go there early, because, like, I can't legally drive. I'm not going to be able to get to another store in time, should it be out of stock. He was bloody I didn't realize the price until I bought it. English gentleman. He was 28 quid. I should have looked. I mean, even if it'd been 24 quid, I would have been like, for one miniature. Just imagine buying 10 intercessors at 24 quid each. That's 240 quid. The shotgun is abusive. The shotgun was OP, yeah. I would like to see Recon lose its respawn beacon. Well, I'm trying to remember. Like, I know the Recon used to have the respawn beacon. It certainly makes sense that an assault one has it as well, though. Shotgun is abusive, but they're also the smallest maps in Battlefield. Are they the smallest? I did at the end swap out regular shotgun shells to slugs, which was fun. The LMG felt very much about suppression. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to kill people with it, like I was doing some suppression with it, though. Apparently there was a 20-person queue outside for your local... Really? Oh, God. On opening. There was still some... I actually turned up late. I didn't realize it opened at 9. It opened at 10. I mean... I thought it opened at 10. It actually opened at 9. You really wanted a more sci-fi future warfare game person to give me... Yeah. You are in the minority, Chad. However, saying that, there's certainly space for a game like that. Right? From EA. There's certainly space for them to do that. They can use the same engine. They can get a different team on it and just basically do the same thing, but for future things. I mean, I do like the contemporary war. I played all the Battlefields. I barely played 2042 though. It was just... I felt completely let down. So I know even after they quote-unquote fixed it, I never went back to it. You want a new planet side? Oh my god. Recon is losing its respawn beacon? Is it? So what, do they say what we're going to get instead? I say like I'm a professional recon. I'm one of the worst snipers in the game ever. Which is why I was running around with my favorite gun of all time, the M4. Sexy assault rifle. That's its true name. That's its true name. Not the M4A1 or any of that bollocks. Do you have notes somewhere for what's changing in the next beta? It felt to me on a big map. You either played Medic for Revive or Sniper for Beacon. I was mostly Assault. Truth be told. The devs are already aware that the recon spawn ruins the PTFO gameplay. True. Yes. It does mean they can sit in a little hole to snipe all the time. Yeah. I do agree that is an issue to get around. So what do you reckon they can swap out from the respawn beacon? What do you reckon the sniper can get? I'm trying to remember from other tools. Was there like was it a SOFLAM? Is that what the snipers used to have for spotting? I heard the recon change in map. 21. Oh god, there was 2142. Engineer for when you want to lay on the back of a tank pressing one button. I saw loads of people. I didn't do that. I should have. What's up, Gabba? How you doing, you salty beast? Happy Monday. They need to swap anything out. Well, I mean, the recon only has the respawn beacon at the moment. They should have some gadget. I reckon a SOFLAM. They can spot stuff. They can put one of those bad boys out. It can spot things that they can use and also appear on map for everyone else. Pilots will drone would be ace. Yes. Yeah. Drone we can strap. Yeah, because then you turn into like Jeeps with C4 on. Exactly, Lathius. The recon has a motion sensor. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. Sorry, I'm doing that right into the microphone. I'm so sorry. That's some ASMR for you. I think I just swallowed some ice. Alright. I think we can get back to the old rubber gloves of doom. That used to be your jam? You used to use it, Jihadi Jeep? The motion sensor needs a buff as it should have a slightly wider... Oh no, I did use the motion sensor. The weird thing with the legs. Yeah, no, I did see that because I used it. Yeah, the SOFLAM was... Yeah, I reckon they should bring that back, unless... Yeah, they should bring that back. I tell you what I do miss about Battlefield 3 and 4. And this wasn't actually specific to those games, but actually been on comms with people you're running around with, and actually be in a squad with them. Like that doesn't really. You can be in a squad in, like, I guess Warzone, but I hate Warzone, so. I get a UAV drone on cooldown that does that. Okay, we're going to get back to getting this bad boy stuck together. Yeah, so I mean, we don't really. I've got to figure out a way. I see links flying into my Discord, by the way. But being on comms with like teammates, that was such a good thing. Like, because I'm just going to give a terrible example, but it's like pushing on Metro, for example. I'm just like, we're going to try the other. We're going to try the other wing. Let's see if we can get up this side and make we can make some space. You love Warzone? No, Gabba. I swear to God. There was a time when I did try and play it like every day. Because I was recording footage and I was like, can I win once on my own? So this is COD Warzone solos. I won once and I thought, you know what? Getting sniped it's not really my idea of fun. I only get a few hours or a bit of time a day to play a game if I wanted. I don't want to be wasting it playing a game I'm not massively thrilled by. I love when you play with 4 mates and just exactly. Or 3 mates. Well, no, but you're your own best friend. I want a new DMZ with a COD BO6 coming later in the year. Wait, what? Metro? Honestly, though, my favorite map, and I always get confused which bloody game it was. I always get the name. It was so no. I call it nose hair canals, North Shah canals, something like that. Nose hair works for me though. But that was in the days when I was a medic, and I ran around with the grenade launcher. Specifically the smoke grenade launcher. Nose hair canals. So what I used to do is in that game, I did the team deathmatch. I might see if that's a server, one of those servers is still running. Team deathmatch, nose hair canals, smoke grenade launcher. And I used to run around and just shoot people point blank range with the smoke grenade launcher. And it just made me cackle far too much. Like point blank range, and then the amount of people that were grumbling because too much smoke on the map was slowing down their computer. It's just... Oh dear. I felt... I felt entertained. I'm sorry, Gabba. I love in Battlefield playing medic, seeing you team falling that. Yeah, exactly. Throw out the smokes and then exactly. So yeah, I am going to be playing this weekend. I'm going to attempt to play a lot more Battlefield 6. I did unlock. I got up to level 15, and I unlocked some of the things. I failed at the rezzing people because I was mostly just trying to get the what would you call it? I wanted that sniper suit, the ghillie. The smoke nades in BF6 were really nice. They really were. When I was in semi-pro COD 14, we used to spam smoke. Yeah, okay. So I'm not the only one who did that. I didn't realize that was a thing. I played the hell out of COD 4. Like, I was never great, but like, I mean, I'm sure if you threw me up against pros, etc., I would do poorly. However, like against general public, I do well-ish. I'm happy enough with my results. So, we have we're recording again. We got this bad boy. Puff! Ah! Release line of film. For the Elegoo 3 for Ultra. You'll notice that this doesn't say 3 Ultra because they use the other type of film that I actually whipped off as quickly as possible. I can't aim anymore. I haven't played FPSs. Can't aim anymore. Is that like a practice thing or is it some like a physical thing? Princess Margaret and her St. Lucia mansion. Wait, what? Oh, this is my dad's. Yeah, my dad came over and he get grand makeover. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so how you doing, Gabba? How was your weekend, dude? Dude. So I like to. Oh God. Put that side down there. Then weirdly whip the top off. Ugh. Because we were sponsored by a pretty big UK hosting service. Which host? We had really good servers and would take advantage of that versus. Well, absolutely, you've got to use those advantages. Has anyone? It seems like we have a few nerds in here, by the way. Has anyone used the Tobii eye tracker? Ever? You found Mecha Break was great for this. Father Time has ruined my reflexes too. Oh, Chad. For a second, I thought you were saying like I am a father now, so as a result, having a child has ruined my reflexes. But you actually meant. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. Has a heavy auto aim assist. Ew. Good. You painted lots in your custody. Hell yeah. Started building a Sons of Medusa captain. Nice. Custard dudes. You know, yeah. Okay, is that good or bad? Femtoads. All right, that's all you do. that's it. Not really it. I promise. It's wanna make sure there's a bit of film on either side to cut around. I'm actually struggling to see a little bit. Good enough for Disney? All right, let's flip it over. Okay, where have all those little screws gone? All right. Move the entire thing around. Ugh. God. Yeah. We're gonna have to start all over again. Hold on. We're gonna get there. Oh. What would you like to know about Tobii? I don't know. I've just seen it, and I kept seeing it advertised for sort of first-person shooters, and space games. So I'm looking at you, Elite. I'm looking at you, that other one, but dare not speak its name. Star Citizen. One day we can maybe talk about you. Toby Datch. I've got no idea what that is, Gabba. We're talking about the Toby eye tracker for computer games. Badger secretly loves that mouse. Wait, what? Chads? Listen here, sunshine. I screw all over the place. Don't you tell me how to screw. FEP sheet was clear. It was clear. It's too clear. At one point, Toby Eye Tracker, big in Star Citizen. That's what I was. That's what I was understanding it. So we are going to just start slapping these bad boys in. Alternately, or cross, the old cross style. Oh! I love it when people do that. Commander Shepard. Hello, you saucy beast. How's it going, dude? Dude! Did you play Battlefield 6 this weekend? And this weekend, end. Thank you so much, dude. What are these apparatus? It's like something which tracks where you're looking on the screen. So, like, you know, if you want, you can target stuff. You can look where you want the targeting reticule to go. I've seen people use it for like hilarious videos. Like basically, like someone's watching a video or whatnot, and like a large-breasted woman appears, and the eyes go straight to her face. Hilarious videos, I say. Oh, my hands? Spirit fingers, baby. And jazz hands. We're replacing the FEP sheet in the vat of dreams. It needs to happen. I've been putting it off for ages. To be honest, it's tedious, but I thought I can show people how I do it badly. Now, on the instructions, it said put some foam underneath here, but I'm a renegade. Can't be asked. Yeah, some 3D prints. It won't take... I've got many screws to screw, and it's really hot in here. So I will be whizzing through this as quickly as possible. I've already finished my Ribena. 1 hour, 20 minutes into the stream. It's an absolute travesty. We're going to go that one and this one. But I did get Captain Centurius or whatever, Centos or Jeff. Did anyone else? Who else managed to get in? Did you, Gabba? 32 Celsius in Cambridge? Yeah, screw that shit. Screw that shizzle. I got both printers going in the room as well. So that's just really helping this. And I got the windows open so the neighbors can hear my dulcet tones. If they're outside, I am blessing them. Blender is already doing your head in. Welcome. The Blender world. A beard hair. Bloody hell. Oh my god. How much static electricity was involved in making this video? The answer, lots. Okay, where were I have... let us do this bad boy. And this bad boy. Yeah, I rolled up to the store an hour late and managed to get my hands on it. I had work Saturday morning when I called... An hour? Jesus, I rolled up just after. I just rolled up just after 10 because honestly, I thought the GW store that is close to me opened opened at that time. It had been open for an hour, and thank God there was still something there. There were a bunch of like. It was just full of like people my age there. There weren't really many, you know, kids. You should charge them for that. You're down the road in the land of the horses. Ah. Well, I'm about an hour north of Gabba. You should try. I just skipped everything and tried doing things. That is the way to do things. Yeah. But cutting a cylinder half should not be this difficult. How are you cutting it? Yeah, one of those electric drill things might be fun. Toby's can help you control the screen. You can click things with gestures. And move them out with the need for without the need for physical control. I know special effects, gaming charity. Yes, yes. They're on eBay for 100. Yeah, that sounds about right. I should have bought an extra one. I could have done a giveaway or something. Damn it! Why did I not do that? I was too busy going, I wonder what book I should buy. Because I bought the Silent King Gabba. I got completely sidetracked. I saw the book. I was like, oh, I'll be able to say I bought that book. So I'm now reporting I bought that book. Currently not. I will read some tutorials. Also, why does everything these days have to... I keep grumbling about this, Ragnar. It does my head in. Which is why, like, I want to keep attempting to write blog posts. But I know there are some people out there who still like to read. You know? We're using Neuralink or something. Oh, I don't know if that's probably a bit too much, surely. I mean, I know when I play Elite, I attempt to use voice attack. In fact, I had voice attack when I first started streaming 7 years ago. I used to use voice attack to control OBS, like to do shout outs and things as well. We might attempt to bring that back. And if it's not video, it's a web page that starts with some convoluted AI dribble. That sweet, sweet drivel, baby. And a minimum of 12 minutes to really suckle on the teeth of the algorithm. Listen, I thought it was 8 minutes. Is it 8 minutes? Or is that advertising money? Like, is that the optimum amount of time for, like, a YouTube video? That's why, like, you get a lot of these sort of videos which could be shorter. But no, they have to run their mouth for a variety of minutes at the beginning of the video just to before they get into the, you know, the important bit. It's definitely something I wouldn't do. I know I'm just fed up of 15-minute videos of drivel. Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I do want to do YouTube videos, and obviously, like, making them sort of financially viable to do, if that makes sense. But also not wasting everyone's time. Yeah. Beep, beep. All right, baby. Swap this bad boy out to the next one up. Where's the vat gone? Ah. Oh, God, it's hot in here. Should have my gloves on for this. Oh, hold on. Wait. Remind me to put my gloves on next time I pick that vat up. It's still not. We gotta. There's a bits of resin. Cut this. Whee! So I went rummaging through old spruce today to find some appropriate weapons for Sons of Medusa captain. I got a bionic hand with a plasma pistol and a thunder hammer. Hello there. Where was that bionic hand from? Sounds familiar. Okay. Oh. Hey. All right. Goody gumdrops. Gloves back on again. Ugh. Assault Intercessor kit? Ah, the old stunt. The old Stern Guard kit. Absolute freaking awesome kit this is. Look, I just casually have it to hand. Which I was going to use this very kit for making a bit of a captain and a bit of a banner bearer. My ultra lads. Forest Dragon. Wait, what? How are you doing, Powerwolf? Happy Monday to you. Let's have a look at the state of the 3D print, shall we? There. I'm trying to get this glove on, by the way, which is why I swapped to this angle. Tell you what, I can't wait to get some more Ribena. Some icy Ribena action. Suits you, sir. It is. That's some hot barrel action. Yeah, on the other side of the two doors nearest to the camera, the ones which are slightly out of focus, on the other side of those two doors, there's a weather vane, like a bit of a weather vane, like sort of that weird half not conical shaped thing. There's also a little barrel as well. Okay, I suppose. Trying to acquire employment in the mighty kingdom of Tesco. Jesus, good luck with that. How is that going? It's been a hot minute since like I've applied to that sort of, like that kind of work. I don't know. What are the questions like? Are there any like, do you like people? Do you what's is customer service a way of life for you? You just wake up every morning going, I can't wait to speak to new, crazy, amazing, interesting people. You don't enjoy customers? Yeah, see, this is the major issue, like, with a lot of these, like, things. As I've gotten older, my tolerance of people has just nosedived. You know? You lied on all the questions. Your secret's safe with me. Your secret is safe with me. Okay. This used to be clean. It's now... This used to be clean. Oh god, it's already getting filthy. Filthy. Full on pub landlord style. Alright, baby. Make the magic happen. Lean Machine, I'm groovy, baby. How the devil are you? I'm melting my bits off. I don't want to get too graphic. But these aren't helping. How are you? What's going on? We are attempting to do this. We are adding... Tallywhacker? Not gonna get too personal now. Oh! Oh! Food sir. Jar, hello. Betty Swallox. It's been a very unpleasant day. I think we can all agree. I still think, like, running ducting from the air conditioner up the trouser leg is might be a valid thing. Some direct action. It's doing great. This is a Saturn 4 Ultra bat. And it goes by the name of Ebenezer Good. May I... Hold on, English gentleman, give me 1 moment. I've got to give you a permit. And then I'll be able, then I will say yes. Drop it like it's hot. I contemplated writing that I despise human beings into intensity rivaling the deepest fiery pits of hell. And another paragraph about admiring Obi-Wan's dedication to being a hermit and avoiding people. Yeah, well, I don't know. I would appreciate. I would. Yeah, a lot. I can see the similar thinkings that I have as well. You just enjoy. See, this is the reason why. Like, this is another reason why this OBS screen is so great. I just need to make sure there's nothing reflective going on here, because I wouldn't, you know. I wouldn't want to bless you with too much flesh on a Monday. I've got to slowly ease you into it. Lawsuit inbound. Susie Dent. Oh, what she said. I personally hope for utter filth. That's what I hope. As an East Anglian, this is an important word to use. Is it filth? I really hope that she comes out with filth. Day of the... word of the day is swellicking. From East Anglia, sweltering... Mafting. I've never heard of the word mafting before. Very accurate. You know we don't know what mafting means either. So is this... I've never heard of this word. You have a bit in the sexual term. Wait. Gabba. Drop the education. Drop the education. Come on now. Don't be shy. It's naughty. How naughty are we talking? They should just be honest and ask if you pretend to... Exactly. That would make... Like, do you... Honestly, I think the people who actually enjoy dealing... They're like psychopaths. Actual psychopaths. Bruv, mafting is when Mandem got... Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a nightmare for me to read. Mafting is when Mandem got... Mafting usually after geography... Usually after geography and full lunch break. Yeah, you get me. I get you, bruv. I get you. Mafting the whole mouth over the vag. Really? I've never heard that. I didn't realize that. Okay. Like, obviously, I'm now imagining it, but like, I didn't realize that thing had a whole word. I'm stealing it. Austin Powers level. On a scale of 1 to 10, naughty. Naughty. Yeah, I've never heard that word. I love it. The mental. I know. Mafting just means stuffy. I won't by any other description. Yeah, that's a... I'm not from this neck of the woods. So these are all new words to me. My lovelies. Rightfully sorry. But I appreciate the education. Norfolk boy now. Norfolk boy till I die. What else do I need to know? What else do I need to know? You've never heard the more intimate meaning? Well, Gabba is here to give us the education. in saucy words, apparently. Oh, hello, Betty. Bloody hell. We do need one of those electric whiz sticks. Not vibrator. But you know, one of those drill things. Also not a vibrator. Well. As a Norfolk boy, you must learn that there is one true mustard. Funnily enough, like the house I'm bloody hell. There used to be a mustard mill next door to us. Press no. That was not it at all. Come on now. Wow stick, yeah. I know everyone and their mother was like creaming themselves over that, and they were doing, oh, is this the greatest tool ever? No. It's not. It was the feet, not the breath. Hey, listen, I do not have a foot fetish. Of all the fetishes out there, that is one well, it's one of the many I'll never get. This stream has a lot of forearm action. Yeah, it's called onlyfans.com elbow deep. That's the name of the OnlyFans channel, Lean Machine. It's only for the connoisseurs of... Oh, Jesus Christ. Elbows deep. Yeah, exactly. I almost said something else, but I didn't, obviously. Okay, so... Oh, hello. That was a loose one. Elbow deep and it's Muppets and... It's compromised. Can you imagine? It's a very niche audience, but they... You know, those niche audiences really are happy to pay. Because there's only so many other content creators out there who will basically give them all of that. So they'll pay. And then I just have to... Oh, God, I can't even say half the stuff I want to say. Assembling Wood Elf Riders, and I made a simple change that made a world of difference in terms of how much I like the minis. Did you swap them for good miniatures, i.e. Empire? Powerwolf. Basically, just put the Eternal Guard... Oh, the Eternal Guard heads on them. Oh, okay. I can see that. And they'll be painted in healthy, normal skin tones instead of vomit green. Hell yes. I look forward to seeing that, Powerwolf. You do pay a lot. Yes, I mean, and they pay a lot. Absolutely. They do. They do. God bless them. They keep... When you want to talk like you're streaming on Kick, but remember you're on... Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. Exactly. Maybe I should just start streaming to Kick only. But this is now... Toy like a drum. That's what I'm talking about. And then you just jam these in the holes. Ooh. Make that noise at the same time. Oh! And that's this bad boy done until I need it. So it's good to have a backup. So I've got one backup for my Saturn 4 Ultras and one backup for my Saturn 3 Ultra. Goddamn oppression that we live in, Gabber. It's terrible. Twitch has gone to hell just like Disney. Well, I told you that a long time ago. They look more like the old metal Wild Riders now with those heads, but obviously they're mounted on stags and elks. Sort of tempting to do a unit of them on other mounts like bears or giant direwolves. You should do them on bears. Powerwolf. This is when I can segue into check out my bears that I sell on my website at gloriousminiatures.store. I actually have dwarves riding bears, but you know, I'm being oppressed. Yeah, being oppressed. I can't run my mouth. I know people have been mentioning Disney all the time. Absolute travesty. There we go. That is a relatively clean FEP sheet, although there is some stuff, but we'll worry about that later. Where's the lid? J'ai oublié the lid. So we're going to slap that bad boy on, and then slap this into storage. Bish bash bosh, job's a good un. He's not my king, I didn't vote for him. Ninja Finger, hello. Ugh. Gross, I'm so sorry for that you got the moist gloves. You got the moist glove action. Oh. Oh! I'm turning that off because I'm melting. Remind me not to run so many printers at the same time in the same room. Ninja Finger, what I like... The Saturn 4. I do really like the Saturn 4. I like the flippy up lid a lot, because it means I can have them, like I have 3 on a shelf, but it means I can have 3 on the shelf below it and flip the top up without having to try and remove it. Like, the Saturn 3 Ultra is great. I love it. It is slower than the 4, so I usually put the big bad boy prints on the 4, and the like the slightly shorter, stumpier ones on the 3. So yeah, I like the 4 Ultra. I don't really see the point in getting the 16K. Like, if Elegoo want to sponsor the stream, by all means, I would love to try it out. Put it through its paces, etc., etc. But I don't think I would buy one off. If someone told me to buy a printer right now, I would get the, for resin, I would get the Saturn 4 Ultra. FDM P1S, price wise. If I could afford the X1C, I'll go yes. But whatever. And then I do want to try the Mars 5 Ultra for the smaller resin fat action. That's what I do want to try, but I don't need one of those printers yet. Like, I rarely need one that size. I have a Sonic 8KS. I have a Frozen Sonic Mini 8KS for the small bed. When that goes, then I'll get probably the Ultra, Mars Ultra thingamajiggle. Here, Dennis, come here and have a look at this lovely mud. A watery tart distributing swords from a lake is no basis for a system of government. Right, so. Right. How are we doing today, folks? Is that the Daily Mail? Yeah, my dad's paper. He just I'm gonna make excuses for him, but he just likes it for the crosswords and things, like the puzzles, and then he reads the headline and go, "Urgh," and then just goes and then relaxes for the next hour and does all the crosswords and drinks many cups of coffee. But there we go. Are you trying to read that? I'm sorry, Lee Machine. We want a shrubbery. A shrubbery. Oh, it was a receptacle of resin, sticky goodness. I'm really hoping the printer downstairs has not decided to break or something weird. Tomorrow. What the devil? Tomorrow, I am sweating like a beast. Tomorrow, I mean, I'm currently printing out part of this church. I'm hoping it's not gone tits up. I'm really hoping I've not made a drastic error. And I have to print out the roof on another printer, but I'm slightly nervous because they're brand spanking new films. So I with the build plates, absolutely, like the first bit is going to be a bit strenuous. So we don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Elegoo, you love gooning? Jesus. I'm glad I didn't say what you wanted me to say, Gabba, because I suspect you were going to deploy the clip button. New Elegoo t-shirt logo. Yo, can I steal that? Do I sell my sweaty gloves? I can do. Like, if there's a demand for it, much like, you know, used bathwater, I will sell it. Not my used bathwater. I don't take baths. Elegoo 32K waifu printed edition with free silicon filament. Free silicon. Like, you know, there are those wrist supports for, you know, mouse, like keyboard people who use a mouse thing that's like a silicon wrist support. You know what I'm talking about? Put a sign on the door, sorry, busy gooning. Okay, I'm going to show my naivety, all right? When did that word suddenly, like, come into sort of prevalence? Because evidently I missed the note which went around saying that is the word that people like to use. I genuinely, I was like, I had no idea, for quite a while, I was like, I had no idea what people are talking about. And then it finally occurred, so I was like, ah, okay. All right, I'm up to date now. I guess in the good old days, I would have known straight away. Maybe. I wonder if you get a cease and desist for starting a YouTube channel called Elegoo, where you just build and paint using specifically Elegoo printers. I mean, there's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out, Lathius. I think you're going to have to step up to the plate and make it happen. The shape wrist supports? Yes, I believe yeah, exactly. Hold up, sell bathwater. Lean Machine, are you not familiar with that? Please tell me you are familiar with that. You don't have to be intimately familiar with it. So the P1S, let's have a quick look at the printers. Same time edging did? Really? Weird. Okay. with chunk from something to do with that's a specific Lathius. I think that's a very specific niche, incredibly specific. Need to pop out. All right, Gabba. Good luck, dude. Look after yourself. Buy some snacks. Yo, I bought some mango sorbet today. I went into the shop, the supermarket, to get some supper. I'm having soup, spicy soup with some bread and cheese. And I was walking past the frozen food section, trying not to look at the ice creams. And then I saw out of the corner of my eye, some bastard decided to make mango sorbet. And I caved like a wet paper box. I picked that thing up so quickly. He's off. Got his gloves delivery. Seriously, Lucian, like mango sorbet, like as soon as I got home, I thought, I wonder how long I'm going to be until I actually just crack that open and start making noises into the microphone. It was not a long amount of time. It actually reminded me of like when I worked for Disney. Many things remind me of Disney, because there's so much depravity and shit in the world. That I think it was what are those coffee shops, the chain of coffee things in the UK? Not Nero, not Pret a Manger. There was a coffee chain. It wasn't Nero. It was something like. Oh, we've had this anyway. Whatever it was, doesn't matter. They had really nice mango smoothies in the summer, and I turned into a total slag, full on cat Slater spec. Total. It could have been. Oh, I don't think it was Costa. What were the other ones? There's Nero. Actually, you know what? It might have been Nero. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. No, it was no, it was absolutely not Starfucks. Absolutely not. I hold myself to a higher standard than that shit. I refuse. When I lived in the States, I went to Starbucks. And then I think when I came back, I worked on that film and still had Starbucks. And then I thought, why am I buying this stuff? It's disgusting. Badger with his pumpkin spice Ugg boots. Yeah, exactly. And his Macintosh. Not that Macintosh. The Apple Mac. Similar amounts of depravity to that sort of Mac. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, exactly, Powerwolf. Exactly. Hold on. Let me go to. Is there a? I'm going to give you. So yeah, we are printing this at the moment. This is a bit of the house. This is. Honestly, look at the resolution of this. You can't see where my mouse is, unfortunately, but like this is a really clean print. It is taking forever. And it's going to be, I think, 500 grams of filament. Like, the print quality is super nice. It's just, it's not regular nice, it's super nice. We've got this. Oh, great, we need more light. Printed out this bit of scenery right here. I know it's slightly out of focus, I do apologize. But it is really nice. So this is going to be the big old pub. We need to come up with a suitable. There's a bit of cleanup to do on the inside, like a bit of filament needs a bit of a tickle. But this is the inside of a building. It's mostly going to have its top on, so I'm not too fussed. You haven't printed anything since Christmas? Really? Lean Machine, why is that? What's been going on? I apologize. We're just going to go to face... I'm going to need to go and dive in the shower after this. Printer, so that... We have this one. This is the X1C printer. You can't see it. So we have the X1C right there. And that's the P1S right there. They're both printing away. The only reason I'm not showing you what's in this one is because, unfortunately, the Bamboo Lab only puts out, like, sort of... first of all, this camera here is only 720. This one is 1080. So that's what the view you're getting. But Bamboo Studio itself only puts out sort of one format, like one output for video. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Screen share? Oh yeah, I can. So if you go into, like, I don't want to click on these buttons, but it only gives you like one sort of link to turn into a OBS suitable output. So I thought, X1C, you might as well get the better resolution. But you can see it's only 41% through. It's 1 day, 10 hours left on that, which is rather juicy. Not safe for work, Prince. What is going on with the floor? The floor where? Oh. Oh, God. All of this here? Okay. There is a pile of filaments just on... These things here are my old Space Wolf bikes, which I need to strip. But it's on a knife and fork set by the looks of it. But on top of that, like, those are on top of a pile of filament. So I just got, like, just a ton of filament down here. And then an army box of miniatures right here. Hopefully tomorrow Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to clean things up a little bit. We will get somewhere. Name the pub the Slop Bucket. Well, I do need smutty names. I do not want to go with anything which is basically, you know, PG. I want it to be maximum innuendo, but not like... I can't bring myself to say what just popped into my brain. It was like a not safe for work version of the Slop Bucket. So I'm going to blame you for that one, Powerwolf. Going to start a second channel running with royalty-free music. Well, latest, I did genuinely think about that for like Friday morning stream. I might do an occasional Friday morning stream where it's actually just work. And I was wondering, is there any points just doing, like, can I stream that on Twitch? Basically. Can I stream it on Twitch, or are they going to have a nervous breakdown? Because I think someone has to be in the camera. Like, it can't be... I don't know how AFK it can be. Which is weird, as they allow rerun, like, VODs. So I don't know. Oh, the floor in the building print. No, it's all right. It's all right, Lathius. I'm not going to have a nervous breakdown. I'm not some modern person who gets slightly offended at anything. But the room I am in, it was a lot messier. It's slowly getting tidier. But it's constant. It's a major issue. Like with all the 3D printing I'm doing, it's like huge amounts of boxes coming in and out, and it just generates so much rubbish. It looked like I had a stairwell in. Hold on. Oh, yes. Ooh. So, on the bamboo printer, you get to see this? You do. So I'm printing out this bit right here, okay? This bit is the first floor of the thing I have printed out. And you see this bit here? There's like a little top of the stairwell kind of deal. Stairs. The stairs which you saw printed, which were lying flat and like a wooden thing. What's up, Fluent Coat? How you doing, dude? Happy Monday to you. What's going on? How was your weekend? I hope it was magnificent. Happy Monday. I did have a haircut, I know. Well, I said I was, and people don't believe me. So people just need to trust. They just need to trust for once. Imagine. Ah, you know what I realized? I should have put this print on the Saturn 4 and the other one on the Saturn 3. This is going to take a while on the Saturn 3. Oh, God. Have you lost some of your magic? Yes, unfortunately, but it will grow back in a couple of weeks, so it's all right. The ectoplasm's bigger in. Jesus Christ. I like the pre-haircut badger. He had a roguish charm. Listen, we can still have a roguish charm. Okay. You missed that guy? Yeah. The replacement currently is, well, he'll do all right. So the problem with this is, let's have a look at the build plate. Well, that's the build plate, this grey rectangle. This is why I wasn't keen on doing this for a first print on brand new film, because it's very tight. Yes. Thank you so much for tickling that subscribe button. 4 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, dude. They allow animal streams where it's just a cam? I will, Lathius, I will actually look into it, because I have been pondering it. Because, like, I mean, it might be a thing. Let's find some suitable bangers to listen to. Fluent Code, what are you up to today? I am wrangling. We've got the bottom print being printed out. Saturn 3 is a bit slower. This is 0.3 mil. And they have supported the bollocks out of this. As you might be able to see. Let's go through the layers and I'll show you the absolute web of supports that this thing has. All right. So I mean, it's here. Pretty hectic weekend. Summoning the motivation to get on. You need Mr. Motivator in your life. You need a very ridiculously happy man to, not that happy, in spandex. To get you going. Whip you into shape. He was far too energetic and like to be on TV that early, sort of trying to get random people jumping around. Mr. Motivator was. Either that or maybe some. I'll go with the deal with the devil most times. Talking about spandex. I wasn't talking about you in spandex, Ragnar. It's okay, don't worry. So the print downstairs is taking 5 hours and something. This bad boy on the Saturn 3, 15.5 estimated. See, this is now if I put this on the Saturn 4, it goes down to 6 hours 16 minutes. That's why I was saying earlier. I like the I like the big butts. I like the larger prints on the Saturn 4 and like the ones which aren't so tall to be on the Saturn 3, because like the Saturn 3 is dramatically slower. As far as I can tell, the prints are just as good, but like it's just speed. It's called cocaine. Oh, I know nothing about that. What are you saying? I wouldn't look good in spandex? I've no idea, Ragnar. It's not. It's honestly, it's not really. You might look fantastic, but it's not going to appeal to me, Ragnar. It's an acquired taste, and you know, not even like. Do I like women in spandex? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I suppose I should technically say yes, but I don't know. It's a bit. It's very clingy. Does it fit? Barely. It barely fits. Look. It's really. Oh god, we got a millimeter, or half a millimeter. Yes. Okay. Good enough for Disney. Hi Farm, hello. Too much spandex at Disney. There was a lot of spandex at Disney. Yeah. There was a lot of spandex. All the dancers. They used to. They wore all the spandex. They did the whole thing like. The tracksuit leg, one leg was up high and then one was down to the ground. And then on the leg which was where all the flesh was displayed, they would have a bit of like a cankle warmer. I don't know what to call it. It went around the calves and ankles to keep. I was like, what? Why don't you just wear the legs down on both legs? It will complain about it, Ragnar, but you know what? To that, I just say screw you. If it's out of bounds, it's out of bounds, baby. It will say that. But I have printed things out before which have been like this, so we are going to risk it. On the Saturn 3, we're going to... So it's going to be 15 hours, Jesus. We start it tomorrow morning. It's going to be finished at... It's giving me a headache thinking about like getting up that early. Nine? So it'd finish at midnight if we started it at 9. There's no way my brain can work any earlier than 9 o'clock. And that's assuming everything works. Assuming it's not a complete and utter disaster. Well, we'll slice it. It'll complain. Speaking of Disney, have you seen any Robin Hood prints? No. What are we looking for, Powerwolf? Merch for that is very sparse. I desire a small Robin and Marion figure set. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just wondering. Wait, what is this? This is not my print. What is this? What? Okay, I've got no idea what this is. So I know if we go to Highland Miniatures, they do have something called... They do have like... I don't know if they have Marion though. Powerwolf. Oi! Jar! Oi oi! I am on to you, Ragnar. I am on to you. It's alright. Let's have a look at Galia. I know they have Robin Hood and the Sherwood Archers. I don't think they got Marion though. Powerwolf, I'm afraid. They got Robin and Lil Jon. Friar Tuck. And the boys. Will Scarlets, etc. Who I assume that's supposed to be, but I don't know. They don't have a Marion, I'm afraid. Frightfully sorry about that. Yeah, exactly. It's Robin Hood. Exactly. So I don't know what. So we'll slice this with fast navy grey, 14.5 hours. An entire hour earlier. I'm not entirely sure I like the new Chitu box layout. I'm very confused. I'm really confused by this, to say the least. Transition type linear, layer count 6. Resting time. Okay, we got some resting time. On the current print, we don't have any resting time. That is very strange. That I'm doing downstairs on the other print. There's no resting time. Oh, we might have a bit of a disaster on our hands. Shit. Oh well, we'll slice this bad boy like it's going out of business. We can figure out where the bloody export slice and slice. Yes, continue the slice, you hussy. What's the bit at front? Yeah, it's like one of those is it like Mediterranean? They have like the weird towery thing outside with the bell. I mean, it's not really a tower, it's more like a wall with a hole for, with a cavity for a bell. Yes, I am printing it in resin. Looks like an old wooden roller. It does. It does indeed. Like if you look inside it, Gabba, I mean, look at all the supports. Oh lord, yeah, baby. So I'm hoping. Well, we're gonna see. Well, we're just gonna see what we can see. Okay. It might be a complete and utter disaster, but we will find out. So on, I don't know. Oh, I just remembered. Wednesday, there's no Wednesday stream. So I will do attempt to do a Friday morning thing. And tomorrow, I'm supposed to be having a desk delivered. No, I don't even know if I'm having a desk delivered. I was supposed to be having it delivered today. But it is not a... it's not any... I've not heard anything from them, so that is a concern. Hopefully they're not going to be as bad as the other people. You have full confidence? I have confidence that something will or will not happen. Only time will tell. But I'm hoping this works. So that's going to be on the Saturn 3 Ultra. And then if we go to Tabletop World. So on the printers which have new FEP, I'm gonna break them in nice and subtle like. We're gonna print some walls. We're gonna print some walls, and we will print some. So that's what it looks like there. We got some crows for more time, obviously. We'll print some gravestones. Just to break them in. And hope I've not broken anything. Those look nice, but I was more looking for all this 73 Robin Hood. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they are nice, but yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'll definitely try and ponder, though. Pop their cherries gently. Well, Gabba, you have to. That first time, you got to just... You can't just give it to them full... You know. Got to be all slow, like. More for prettying up my movie DVD cabinet, more than anything. Oh, okay. A Saturn 3 and a Saturn 4 Ultra. Zzz. Full blast, basically, Gabba, yeah. So what exactly stops that falling down in anything but a gentle summer breeze? God, baby. God. That's what happened, you know. I don't think there's like a reverse angle of the... I don't think we can really see, because all the... Yeah, I mean, there are wooden beams going all the way up. Yeah. There are wooden beams holding it up. That's a... Whoa. Yeah. God is good. I mean, that's the word on the street. I'm not a religious person, although I do like Christmas. Because it's an excuse for Christmas cake and mince pies. I'd like to buy one. Majar, I mean, what do you want to print? Let's talk prints. Not Prince as in the musician or any other variety of like royalty or anything. Let's 3D prints. So there are resin prints like this one. Like this printer. Which does have great detail. However, what I would say, there is this sexy beast right here, which has also got great, really nice detail for its for what it's doing. Camera's frozen. Great. But you could, like, it is slow. It's this, what it's printing out right now is 1 day, 10 hours of printing. And we've still got we got 1 day 10 left. It was 2 days 11 hours before. Now it's the camera has frozen, so I do apologize. So that is a resin printer, but this one I have on camera is an FDM printer. And it really depends, I would say, what you're wanting to print. So Gabba, this is FDM. FDM printer right here. Let's bring out the light. So I apologize, the camera's slightly out of focus. Oh! Oh! So I know I've been kind of very, very happy about these prints. The door broke because of my own stupid mistake, so I've had to fix that door basically. Not ideal, but it'll be functional. But yeah, the detail on this is fantastic. I mean, obviously it's up to like how much detail the designer puts in. And also the quality of the printer. So this was done on the P1S bamboo printer. which does great stuff. Yeah, I mean, personally, for scenery, I'm really stoked for this. The resin thing the chapel that I was just the chapel I was just showing off is resin. That was from Tabletop World. They used to do cast resin scenery. I'm really glad they brought out starting to turn some of it into digital files. Now, I think I could probably print that out on an FDM printer, but I don't know enough about supporting things yet. I would like to change that because I know it's a bit of a risk printing that thing out on resin. But, you know, we'll see. Yeah, FDM printers back when I first got into printing were pretty dodgy. For example, like, I mean, they weren't dodgy. They were good at producing sort of mechanical things and things for use everyday basis. But, like, printing a miniature out is not great. You have £8 to spend. I can't suggest an FDM printer. What I can... an £8 curry, and then you can just print your own and wiggle your hips around. I don't know. I don't really have much to say at £8. I don't really have much to say at, like, many costs. I've only got experience of those two over there, so. The one on camera was FDM. Ouch. Wait, hold on. I was just burying a drill into my forearm. This is FDM, so the spool stuff, right? This is... This right here is the same as this stuff right here being printed on the FDM printer. Yeah, well, I would honestly like the one I want to try, and I have heard really good things about it, is the Bamboo A1. I think that's what it's called. Not the Mini. I would get the A1. Nice one, Lean. It stopped working. That's a good reason for getting another one. So yeah, Majar, the layer lines on this, I mean, let's have a look. So this is like textured tile on top, right? Now I know when I show you the inside, the floor, you'll be able to say you can see some layer lines. Like if you really, hold on. Where's the G5? Let's just. So you can see like the you can see a bit of layer lines, right? You can see that, but this is a stone floor. You'd expect it, unless you've got some scullery maid polishing the floor all the time. You're going to expect some texture anyway, potentially. But it's so minuscule. This is 0.08 millimeters layer height. Badger enabling 3D printer buying it. I'm not enabling. I'm not enabling. French made. If only. I'm really happy with this. I know I've said this so many times, and I don't want to get too be people too much about it. I mean, you can, like, occasionally you will see like a little bit of a line. But for scenery, I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy. Now, where is that bit of... I did figure out this issue, by the way. I did figure out this issue. I don't want to put my face on the camera. I'm so sweaty. I will say I'm going to, though. I'm so sorry. Hello there. Reaper Miniatures, thank you so much for the raid. Happy Monday. I hope you're well. What's going on? How was your stream today? I'm so sorry. I'm melting at the moment. I got some FDM printers going next to me. This room is very warm. And various other things. But hello, folks. What are we called? Oh, we're on Twitch. So yes, Glorious Badger is my name. Hello. I do mostly chatting and a little bit of painting here on Twitch. I do attempt to make YouTube videos once in a blue moon when I remember. But I will do the shout out, folks, on my side. Do deploy the follow to Reaper Miniatures. There should be a big old heart which says, join us in following Reaper Miniatures. Bloody seagulls. Follows are free, etc, etc. So, you know, you don't even have to leave this channel. Twitch has made it really easy for you to smash that follow button from a distance. I'm not going to break out into song, but thank you. All sweaty and lovely. Yeah. I can't, as soon as stream's over, I don't want to get too explicit, but I'm going to take a shower. Actually, no, I'm not. I got to check out the FDM printer first. Anyway, so let's get us back to... I figured out why this was buggered. So, on the print plate, you might be able to see where, like, it was flat, but you might be able to see that there was a where it suddenly failed. That's because this was actually not actually flush with the build plate. It was like up at like 1/2 degree or something, enough for the first bed layer to not happen at all. So I found it out by fluke, and I printed out, well, 4 more of these, and they actually have a fully functional, you know, bottom, which is always a good thing. Sweaty face content, yes. Content that people really pay for. They stopped shipping in the UK? Have they? Oh, no, I did get an email about that. When did that happen? I think I know what the reason is, though. But always a win when the bottom works. Exactly, Gabba, yeah. Sometimes you need a curry to clean the pipes out. Every man's dream, a fully functional bottom. Yes. So anyway, I am keeping this for making, like, you know, broken scenery and stuff. But as I was saying, FDM. Hopefully we'll have a nice church to be able to show you on a little bit of stream tomorrow, or at least the first floor, and then we can see if there's any major differences apart from, I don't know, we'll see on tomorrow's stream. Oh god, I think they used to be good, Lean Machine. I think they used to be good. I can't say either way about it now. Like, are we talking about FDM printers or resin? Because I can only talk about... Honestly, I'll just get a bamboo printer if it came to FDM. Resin printers, honestly, I would still recommend getting a Saturn 4 Ultra. Or 3. 3 of them. Not, I mean, get a Saturn 3 Ultra as well, but I mean, just get 3 of them. That's screaming for a dry brush. FDM. I did consider one. Well, I am going to be painting some scenery, Gabba. I just on a bit of a... I'm really looking for sort of like... stuff to put, like, to make things slightly more photogenic than just... Here is a miniature on a white background. Here is a miniature on some saucy scenery instead. Saturn 3 or 4 Ultra. That is honestly my recommendation, Majar. if you can afford it, like obviously, like, you know, the dreaded money is something you have to bear in mind. And also, are you wanting to print like single miniatures or like a squad of miniatures? In which case you could potentially, I would, maybe the Mars 5 Ultra, which is the smaller, it's got a smaller base, smaller resin vat. So, sorry, I was just making my way through. Here we go. So, for some reason, all of my... What is... Half of the screen is being shown for some reason. Anyway. So I would personally recommend, like, the Saturn 4 Ultra. I don't know if I would personally recommend the 16K. Elegoo, send me one. Then I will be able to give an answer on that. But honestly, this bad boy, it's on sale. When did that happen? It's hot. Dry brushing works so good on buildings. Yeah, it really does. And then, because then you can go in and like add some more detail after that. That and terrain. Okay, so you can print terrain on a resin printer. Right, I'm printing that church out. However, it's an absolute banger. The printer I'm using right now is printing out terrain. It's a lot cheaper. Base wash, dry brush details. Yeah, exactly. So it is a bit of a it's a bit of a tough one to say. Like, what would I recommend if you want to do terrain and miniatures? If you were just wanting terrain, I would say get yourself a Bamboo A1 or a P1P, right? I would suggest like getting the A1, right? It has the same bed size as the P1S and the P1 and the X1C, etc. So 25.6 mil. Sorry, that's tiny. 256 mil. Excuse me. 256 mil. My bad. Well, as you can see, this particular miniature is visiting infamous milk world of Dairy Lee 3. Lean machine, I use Colts 3D and my mini factory. So, I mean, how much is this? If you want scenery, this is $259. You can print scenery on it. $259. Okay, hold on. I mean, that's... How much would the Mars 5 Ultra be? I mean, for under 500 quid, you can get both printers. That's what... You know, you wouldn't be able to print masses things. For example, I will show you something that I printed on my Saturn 4. A not Kratos battle tank. So that was just on one plate. How about this? Hold on. Terrain. The only minis I would print would be the Elder Scrolls Call to Arms models, Chapter 1, and the Dragon. Other than that, terrain all day. I would honestly... I'm actually... I didn't realize it was £110 off. I mean, that's the price they say they should charge. It is tempting. Otherwise, a P1P probably. That doesn't have like scenery. Is just going to be PLA stuff. It doesn't. You don't need any specialty kind of filaments or anything like that. You don't need to have the glass cabinet and stuff. This is £320. The only, if you want to change this into a P1P, sorry, P1S, excuse me, you can print out like cabinet doors to go on this thing, and then it's a P1S, and buy like an upgraded thing. I don't know what the thing is, but you can buy an upgrade, and it's basically you've made yourself a P1S. It really depends on like your wallet and stuff like that. I know I'm massively sort of suggesting Elegoo and Bamboo. However, in my defense, these two printers have been basically plug and play, so to speak. The only issue I had was with this printed window. That was like a printing setup issue, which I didn't realize. So that was like, once I figured it out, I fixed it. Problem solved. 25.6 mil print. Exactly. Stack of coins. Yeah, not very much. That initial sign would have been horrific. Do you hate layer lines? No, I completely understand. I also hate layer lines. Missed my answer? Oh. I will show you what sites I use. So I use Pulse 3D. Right? Lots of interesting things in here. Unfortunately for you, I think they have taken down the not safe for work stuff. Well, actually, a certain aspect of those things got taken down, so unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be in luck there. You probably have to go to more specialist sites for that. But also, My Mini Factory, they actually have a sale on right now. Summer sale, 27 days left. So, which is why you can buy all sorts here. Miniatures, terrain, random other things, base toppers, pickups. Massive buildings, more scenery, more things. Any slums? Let's think. My brain is twitching. Now, I know I saw one on Kickstarter. Please all be PG pictures. I know this is Kickstarter and not probably what you're looking for, but I think I'm 90% sure I saw something the other day. Let's have a quick old scroll down, shall we? It's now 7 o'clock. There's Dino World. It's not quite what you're looking for. Unless it finished over the weekend, in which case that is not good. But I am pretty sure I saw something. Any slags? Just on this stream. Just on this stream, Sonny Jim. I've known, found a file for Robin. Oh, nice one. It's $4 dues. Well, you don't have a printer? Where did you find these? I could have sworn... Okay, I'm not... I bet you had just finished. There's a mummy army. so much stuff. I mean, on Kickstarter alone. I'm not going to type in. I can't remember what the hell the title of it was called. Let's type in Slan. Slan. Nope. Lizard. Lizard folk miners. No. Bugger. I think they must have just finished. I think they must have just finished. I'm sure they exist. I just don't. Nothing's popping into my brain. I mean, Artisan might have something. TG Trader, I think. Apparently, the Marion figure is much bigger than the. For some reason. Oh dear. Squeezel, hey. No. This is. I'm spending other people's money. Don't you dare drag me into your den of iniquity. All right. This is not me. Someone asked if there were any Slan miniatures. Thank you very much. How you doing, dude? Happy Monday. I hope you're well. It's so hard to get around the GW copyright. Yeah, I'm really irritated about that Kickstarter now. Because I was looking at it all week. Hold on. I was looking at it all week going, do I need Lizardmen? So Artisans Guild do have some sort of lizards. Right here. I mean, they're not too shabby. It really depends what you're looking for. Yeah? Squeezel, what are you up to today? I don't know. They got the flying ones. They got the great big monster. So yeah, I would say, I mean, there are definitely people out. There are definitely ones out there which will, you just got to spend a little bit of time looking. I mean, Artisan Guild, I would say, as we just seen. I'm just wondering if we've got. I see one-page rules. They might have something. We can have a quick look. OPR. Fantasy army bundles. Wood elves. Keep Powerwolf happy. Humans. Lust demons. Plague demons. Rat men. War demons. Change demons. Beast men. Saurians. Here we go. So OPR. Have things. They got the big dinos. I don't even know what that is, but it's a thing. That looks pretty sweet. Yeah, so I reckon, assuming like once the main issue is like some of these, the aesthetic is absolutely fantastic and spot on. Sometimes, like with depending who the designer is, like sometimes their aesthetic is not quite what you want, unfortunately. Like for example, like Highland Miniatures, I love their stuff. They do very awesome minis, which is why I support them and also sell their miniatures. Yeah, it's really the problem, isn't it? It's just like trying to get the the designer hitting that mark, as you say. Sometimes it's just not there. Sometimes it is, and unfortunately, sometimes they fly too close to the sun, and then the old the hammer of James gets them, which you know, one of those things, unfortunately. But well, I mean, what I would say is I would wiggle my eyebrows at you and go check them out at my store. So Highland Miniatures, I mean, I can also put their link into chat as well. So in a second, once I figure out... why is... Can we just... Does this work? Yes. Alright, I will slap this into chat. If I can find out where Chatterino is. There we go. That is also Highland Miniatures if you have a resin printer. I know not everyone has a resin printer, so, you know. There we go. But there we go. So, what are we all up to this evening, folks? Tell me what you're all up to, because I'm melting. I am going to be diving into a shower soon. Very soon. Oh, I like tickling a fancy. When given the opportunity. A friend spent $210 to back Titan Forge Kickstarter, and they included the STL. Yes, I don't think I've used Titan Forge. Before. I'm not sure. I can't even remember, like, the Kickstarter, truth be told. I've seen so many over the years that a lot of just, like, completely gone through my brain. And I've forgotten them. It's 26.3 in your room. Yeah, it's... It's bloody hot in here. I now have to mull over the fact that there are printers which are... Yeah. Assemblage of elves in the wood. So, folks, what I am going to say is I am back tomorrow. Now, as I kept saying, I'm going to quickly just check. So... I ordered a desk last Monday, and it said shipping 5 to 7 days. So 5 days would have been Monday to Friday. Friday at the absolute earliest. So Tuesday should be 7 days. So a desk might be... I haven't received an email from them, so a desk might appear tomorrow, but otherwise we are going to be streaming tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I don't know how hot it's going to be. Let's have a look at the old temperature. Where's the old weather forecast? 25 now, but it's much hotter in this room. Tomorrow is 30. Absolutely fantastic. I can... Right when we start streaming, it's 30. Magnificent. I can barely wait for... And these printers are going to be going as well. I can barely contain my enthusiasm for tomorrow's stream. We're not going to be streaming on Wednesday. I will attempt to do a Friday morning stream, though. It'll be a work stream. Just so everyone knows, it'll be not too much face. The camera will be pointed at the desk rather than here, if anything. I got linked to those... Powerwolf. First of all, absolutely, we can... Let me give you a permit. Yes, I do need to add. I do want to add a web page to my website. Very soon, with a sort of custom printing service as well. I would like to be able to offer that to people, because I know not everyone, frankly, has the patience to deal with resin or FDM, or wants to deal with it, or has the space, etc., etc., etc. So I do want to be able to offer it, but I need to figure out how to like price it, because I don't want to rip people off, but also at the same time, I'm a business. CG Trader. Oh, that one. I was not thinking of that at all. I was not thinking of that at all. I'm completely with you now. Reviews. Oh, it's much bigger. That shouldn't be too much of an issue to scale down or scale up the other one. Become supported. That's my biggest issue. It's not supported. I would be able to do it. I just need to support it myself, which is my biggest foe in life. But they do. Yeah, Highland Miniatures does do that. Yeah, they really do. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not too complicated to rescale something in 3D printing. You just highlight everything and scale it so that the base size is the same. That's what I would do. You know? Yeah, they are indeed, Ragnar. Tax, you know, you get some of the electricity done towards all the tax, all the filament, the actual printers, computer as well, because you need the computer to do all the slicing, all that kind of good stuff. All of the good stuff. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's tax exempt, but it goes towards like mitigating the amount of tax you pay. Ragnar, yeah. So yeah. Well, exactly. So if you, for example, if you started printing props for your, like, you know, people, Helldiver props, etc., or whatever, for people who do cosplay and stuff, yeah, absolutely do it. I'd appreciate prints of those two almost as much as a print of a Hexpot. Just need to sell one. Yeah. So, I mean, Ragnar, yeah, I'd do it. Just do it. You don't have to be like a full-on registered, like... I don't really know how tax works in your country, so... But I mean, I was going to say, you don't have to be like a fully incorporated business. I'm a sole trader. So that's, you know, that works for me. But I'm really looking for... Oh, God, it's over 40 Celsius on the continent. A one-person business has way less... Well, exactly. Likewise. Like, I have 2 FDM printers. And 4 resin printers. But I'm hoping to actually... I've got to actually start advertising and stuff soon. Along with the commission painting and stuff. But yeah, as you say, one person. Don't lump us in with those Latin people. Sorry. Oi. Uptime, yeah, I know. Well, funnily enough, Avian. I am slightly nervous about the print downstairs. What we are going to do is folks, I got the opportunity to raid someone. Don't raid a huge amount. Do we like Skyrim? I love Skyrim. We're going to go and raid someone playing Skyrim, alright? I will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock UK time. Both here and on Twitch, or Twitch and on YouTube, or whatever. Well, I am on Etsy, but Etsy's like the work of the devil at the moment. I will check out store. I will slap my Discord into chat as well. And other things. And while I'm slapping links in, you also get my throne. Wiggly eyebrows. We're 60% of our way towards the Mastodon. Vehicle of Doom. So glorioussminiatures.store is where you buy my stuff. Etsy is like trying to make things awful. I'm also selling things via eBay and whatever else I can figure out. So yeah, Etsy's just... She's flying horses. Is she? Fantastic. We're going to go and raid Jangles. She is a wonderful streamer. She is playing Skyrim. We all know Skyrim. If you don't know Skyrim, well, you're about to. I'm back at 4 o'clock. I don't know if we'll be painting. Honestly, if it's hot as balls tomorrow as well, it'll be a shorter stream as well. I'm sorry. Powerwolf, we will have a chat. OnlyFans? No OnlyFans. That link is technically non-active. Let's get this raid underway, folks. Thank you, and behave yourselves, and good night. Thank you so much for the subs as well. Obviously. Copy and paste. The raid. Oh, shit. Where's my raid? There it is. Yes.